Great Day Live on WHAS 11 is sponsored by American Senior Communities.
Blame it on the kids, age, booze, whatever. The fact is, over time, we tend to lose our minds, literally.
And while it may not be something we think about while our minds are still sharp, it is something many people with dementia or other memory problems are suffering with on a daily basis. That's why the American Senior Communities have a special program available for folks who need memory care services.
Vicki Greenow is here with us to test our memories just a tad bit, right? No, we're not getting tested today?
Not today, no.
Oh, good deal, good deal.
Tony, we were talking during the break, when it goes from something to forgetfulness about keys.
Where's my keys?
To crossing over to something that really is more serious. And there are some things that you say are kind of markers to look for.
Absolutely. Some of the things that we tell families to look for is, is mom taking her medications the way she should? Is she forgetting doses? Is she double dosing? Are you finding maybe spoiled food somewhere in the house? Or are mom and dad dressing inappropriately for the current weather? Are they getting confused on their drive home and finding it hard to get to and from the grocery store, to and from church, or those small drives that they go on?
Places they should know.
Absolutely.
That's the scariest thing.
Yeah.
That if you get in your car and you've lived in the town your whole life and you can't remember how to get home, that's got to be the scariest thing in the world.
Absolutely.
Before my father passed away, he used to joke and say, hey, what's one thing that's good about going crazy is that every movie I see, it's like watching it for the first time, right? But he was kidding, but he was having a little bit of difficulty with that. And I think that fine line of he was kidding, but he really could not remember seeing that movie before.
Right.
It was weird.
Yeah.
And I don't know where we drew the line there of are we talking about something, or what do we do when we do that? Do they have to take a test, or how does that work?
There are tests that are available. There's simple screenings that can be done. A mini mental status exam or a BIMS exam are some simple things that can be done. But you can take it a step further and see a geri psych physician for a full neuro workup to determine if there's any lesions or anything going wrong with the brain that could affect the memory.
Let's talk about, we're going to show some of the pictures at your facilities. You've got an open house coming up.
Yes, we do.
And there are things you do in the facility to engage residents as well, right?
Yes. We actually are very person-centered care in what we do. And so our program is really designed to meet the needs of each individual. And we've built what's called a meaningful day calendar. And that calendar really touches on 8 different domains of wellness. So we focus on intellectual, on spiritual, on physical, occupational, social. There's 8 different domains that we focus on. And a good example of how we personalize that would be if we're doing a spiritual activity, what is spirituality to one individual may be different to another. One person may enjoy church, and that's how they hit their spiritual domain, but others may do it through yoga or through being in the out of doors. And so we identify that on the front end when a resident moves into our community, so we can build our calendars specifically to them.
Can I ask you a question real quick? There's a lot of apps out there where you can do these exercises for your brain. Have you seen those to where you can just, does that work? Because they tell you, well, you work your muscles, you get stronger, you got to work your brain. Is that true?
Absolutely, absolutely. There are studies that show that the more you work your brain, that the better your brain health will be, along with diet and exercise and everything else that we're focusing on today.
Social engagement as well. I notice that a lot. So tell me where you're located and when the open house is going to be if people want to go.
Yeah, our open house is at Todd Dickey. It's in Leavenworth. It's just down the road from the Outlook restaurant.
Right, people
Most people are familiar with that.
Yes.
So we like to use that as kind of a landmark. It is the 15th of February from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
And we've got a phone number we're going to give. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
You can see everything, again, the Todd Dickey Nursing and Rehab Center has to offer. That open house on February the 15th, again, from 6 until 8. Reservations not required, but you are encouraged to go ahead and RSVP. The number to call, 812-739-2292.
You can find more information online at asccare.com. It's right there.